Now, we'll be looking at partial variation. Partial variation is actually being expressed as the sum of two or more parts, in which you are going to have two different constants, while sometimes you can have just a single constant. And in most cases, it's going to lead you to what is known as simultaneous equation. Now, let's look at this question as a case study. Now, the question goes thus. The quantity y is partly constant. Quantity y is partly constant. That's just an ordinary constant, and partly varies. It varies also as the square of x. Here, a and b are constant. Where a and b are constant. Now, we are now given that when x is 1, y is 11. This first statement, let's fill it up with this equation. When x is 1, y is 11. Y is 11 equals to a plus x is 1. If we substitute 1 here, 1 square will give you 1 times b is still 1. This is when y is 11, x is 1. X is 1. 1 square 1 more times b. So we call this equation 1. Then we continue. When x is 2, y is 5. When x is 2, y is 5. Y is 5 when x is 2. If we substitute 2 here, 2 raised to power 2 will become 4. 4 times will be 4b. And this will be equation 2. Now we now have equation 1 and equation 2. Equation 1 and 2 can now be solved simultaneously to get the two constants a and b. After which we can now get the equation connecting x and y. Then finally, we can then answer the question. Now, from equation 1, a plus b is equals to 11 and a plus 4b is equals to 5 from equation 2. We can either use substitution method or elimination method in solving this simultaneous equation. So we are using substitution method, elimination method. So let's subtract equation 2 from equation 1. A minus a will be eliminated. B minus 4b will give us minus 3b equals to 11 minus 5 will give us 6. Now, minus 3b is equals to 6. So we can find our b, the first constant here. So divide both sides by minus 3 to get b. Divide both sides by minus 3 to get b. So b becomes 6 over minus 3. That will give us minus 2. 3 here 1, 3 here 2. So we have b to be minus 2. We've gotten b to minus 2. So we can use any of the equations to get our a. From equation 1, let's get a. From equation 1. From equation 1, we can get our a. Equation 1 is a plus b is equals to 11. So b is now minus 2. B is now minus 2 equals to 11. Since we are looking for a, so we can transfer minus 2 to the other side of the equation. So now have a to be equals to 11 plus 2, which is equals to 13. Now, we've been able to get our two constants. A is 13, while b is minus 2. We can now go back to this equation and substitute them there. Y, therefore, y is now equals to a, which is now 13, and b, which is minus 2, and x squared. And this represents the equation connecting both x and y. This is the equation connecting x and y. Now let's continue. The question is this: find the value of y when x is 4. To find y when x is 4, we have to find this y. We have given our x now to be 4. So we can solve it at the last side of the board. We want to find y when x is 4. After getting the equation connecting x and y is equals to 13 minus 2x squared. Now, to find y when x is 4. You can find y now. y next is 4. Y is equals to 13 minus 2 times 4 then square. X has been given to be 4. So now y to be equals to 13 minus 2 times 4 square will give us 16. So we now have y to be equals to 13 minus times 16 is 32. Now y will be equals to 13 minus 32 will give us minus 19. And that is the value of y. And this is the end of question 1. Now, our next video, we'll be looking at another question on partial variation. Thank you.